army of wooden spoons to beat a group of zombies over the head. When some of the intruders spilled a bowl of glass beads and started slipping and sliding on them, a Yaksha store owner hollered, "You'll pay for that! No Saturday discount either!" "That zombie is chasing us!" Minnie yelled at Aru. Aru glanced over her shoulder. Sure enough, the same zombie stalked after them, shoving aside the feral grocery carts that were anxiously zooming through the night bazaar. "Why do all zombies lurch?" asked Aru. "Is that like a universal zombie thing?" She cast Vajra like a net, thinking that would stop him. But the electrified mesh slipped right off, and he stepped over it. Aru frowned. Maybe her aim wasn't as good when she was running. But Vajra had never failed as a net before. Vajra bounded back to her, transforming into a bracelet that wound around her wrist. Minnie skidded to a halt in front of the entrance to the frozen pizza and enchantments aisle. A herd of grocery carts, packed tightly together in fear, blocked their way. "There she is," said Minnie. At the end of the aisle, Aru caught sight of the other Pandava girl, the thief. She had shifted into a blue wolf and was carrying the large bow and arrow in her mouth as she ran. "Hey, stop!" yelled Minnie. But they couldn't chase after her. In front of them, the grocery carts hissed and zoomed back and forth like a pack of angry cats. Behind them, the zombie lurched ever closer. "Can you make us invisible?" asked Aru. "Maybe we can slip past him?" Casting a shield of invisibility with Didi was one of the new powers Minnie had learned in Pandava training, except she wasn't that good at it yet. Minnie waved her danda stick in an arc, creating a force field around the two of them, but it immediately flickered and died. Beyond the grocery carts, the Pandava thief slipped away before Aru could try to ensnare her. A low growl erupted behind them. Aru turned slowly, willing Vajra to turn back into a lightning bolt. For the first time, she could take a good look at the zombie. He was tall and wore a white coat open over a bare chest, and there was a strange, pale scar right above his heart. Not so much a wound as the center of a spider web, which looked like frost creeping out over the skin. And then she noticed something even more bizarre. The coat's buttons were enamel pins in the shape of teeth. Embroidered words next to the left lapel read, "Dr. Ernst Warren, DDS. Open wide." "The zombie is a dentist?" said Aru. "My aunt's a dentist," said Minnie. "She said it's soul-crushing." "Makes sense." As if highly affronted, the zombie let out a guttural cry and charged at them. Weeks of training kicked in immediately. In a split second, both girls stood back to back, their weapons out before them. The zombie roared and raised his hands. Minnie swung Didi at his ankles, knocking him over. Aru spun Vajra in her hands until it became a rope. Then she threw it at the zombie, binding his wrists and ankles. Minnie beamed at Aru, but a second later her smile fell. "Don't panic," said Aru. 2 against 1 worked fine. "What about 2 against 2 dozen?" Aru followed Minnie's gaze. Panic zipped through her heart as she watched 20 zombies step out from behind the wreckage of storefronts. All of them wore the same slack-faced expression and ripped shirts that revealed identical frost-like wounds right over their hearts. Froyo zombie shucked off the lightning rope a moment later, and Vajra whipped back into Aru's hands. Beside her, Minnie cast another force field, but it blinked and fizzled out.